Pivot.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sneak Attack, and today we got a review of the Jordan 11 Space Jams. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a video. We upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so make sure you guys don't miss any of our videos. Now, as you guys probably know, the Jordan 11 Space Jams were probably one of the most hyped up releases that Jordan Brand had in 2016. Other than the Space Jams, probably the only other one that was as hyped were maybe the Breads, and those are crazy hyped. These are probably just as hyped, if not more hyped than that. And I was lucky enough to get my pair reserved on Nike Plus the Wednesday before the release. I woke up with a notification on my phone that said that I was able to reserve my pair and that I had till like 5 p.m. to buy it. I didn't even think about it. I was just like, I gotta buy them. This is like pretty good W for me since I have taken a lot of L's this year. A lot of people were saying they were gonna sit on shelves, and they didn't, which made my W even better. So went ahead, ordered them off Nike Plus. Retail was $220. $220 is a lot for retail, and I was hoping they'd be around $190, but you know, $220 is doable, especially for a hyped up shoe. So hopefully it never goes over $220 for retail. Enough of that. Let's get right into the box. So right here we got the box for the Space Jams. As you can see, you got 23 right there, and then if you turn it this way, you can see, like in a kind of glossy black, there's a 45 on there. Jordan Brand right there. Jumpman, you got your sizing. I went ahead and got a size 10, my true to size. This is also my very first pair of 11s, so I was kind of like, I didn't really know whether to size down, size up, or what, so I basically just went true to size. Go ahead and slide this out. You got your big 45 right there. Boom, top comes out. Galaxy print, pretty cool. One of the best parts of the shoe is the packaging. Pretty dope, Galaxy print. Of course, like all your 11s, you're gonna have the XI, which is Roman numeral for 11. Take that out. 45 paper. And finally, you got the Jordan 11 Space Jams. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off talking about the bottom of the shoe. As you can see, you got blue right here on the outsole. Also on the bottom of the shoe, just like any Jordan 11, you have your carbon fiber plate to give you a little bit of support if you're gonna use these on the court. You got your Jumpman on the bottom. It's also like an icy blue, as you can see. On previous Space Jam models, it was clear, like a clear outsole, and then over time it would yellow, which in my opinion is pretty ugly. I don't like yellowing at all on my Jordans. I'm glad they did icy blue instead of clear, just because it'll prevent yellowing, and I do think it looks a little bit better, even if it's not what people wanted 100%, but I think it's cool. Then obviously moving up from the outsole, you got a white midsole. Nothing really too special. Regular white midsole, classic Jordan 11. After the midsole, we move on to the upper, which is the patent leather. A lot of people had a lot of things to say about the patent leather because obviously they made it a higher cut than other Jordan 11s. Recent Jordan 11s that came out were like the 7210s, the Pantones, the Gammas, and it was a lot lower, like significantly lower. I'll put some pictures up on here so you can see what they look like. Basically, the reason why they made it higher is because they based this shoe off the sample that he wore in the playoffs, which is why they put the 45 on the back. In my opinion, the high patent leather, I have no problem with it. I think it looks cool. I can understand why some people wouldn't like it, but in my opinion, I think it looks fine. And also, talking about the patent leather, there's also these things called peaks that it has, and it's almost like a little imperfection when they cut the patent leather, and it's just like a little bump on there. That caused a lot of controversy on early pairs too, because a lot of fake Jordan 11s in the past would have peaks. The reason why the official pairs have peaks now is because, like I said before, samples that he wore in the playoffs had peaks because obviously it was a sample, it wasn't like a professional production pair. In reality, the peaks make it more true to the sample that he first wore in the playoffs. Other than that, it's just a regular Jordan 11 patent leather. You know, flex is really nice. Of course, I have worn them, so there is a little bit of creasing right here on the toe where my toe would bend. Doesn't really matter to me, creasing is fine. Quality, I think it's pretty good quality. I don't really know how to like judge like good patent leather quality, but you know, it looks fine to me, it feels fine to me. Moving on to the rest of the upper, of course on like the mid part of the upper, you have like a mesh material. It's a pretty good mesh. I mean, you can't really mess it up in my opinion. So you have mesh all around here, mesh on the tongue, and then on the middle of the tongue, you have your Jordan brand logo with your bluish, purplish kind of Jumpman. Moving on to the back, obviously you have the Jumpman. Compared to previous Space Jams, the color is a little bit different, kind of more of like a purplish, bluish color. I think it looks pretty cool. I don't know, I'm not too picky when it comes to like these minute details like some people are, but basically if it looks cool, then it looks cool. Moving on from the Jumpman, obviously you had this leather part around the heel. If I'm being completely honest, the leather on this part isn't really super good. It's a, you know, pretty low quality leather, but it's not a very significant part of the shoe, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Of course, big topic of discussion was the back. 45 on the back. If you guys didn't know, when Jordan retired, he retired his number. So they retired his jersey, put his jersey up in the rafters. Basically, he decided to come out of retirement and play. And when he came out of retirement, obviously his jersey was retired, so he couldn't wear 23. So he wore 45, which is why the 45 is on the shoe. So if you didn't know that, then there you go. History lesson. And also another cool thing is on the inside, you guys can see it. I'll probably do another close-up shot. You got Nike Air on the inside, so obviously that gives it a little bit of OG flavor. You got your rope laces, you know, standard Jordan 11 rope laces. And also another thing about the upper of this shoe that some people don't like is if you look at it from a top angle, you can see this kind of white lining across the patent leather when it hits the rest of the upper. Again, these are like these imperfections that Jordan brand purposely put on the shoe because they wanted to make it as close to the original Space Jam shoe as they could. It's not a make or break thing for me. I think it looks, I didn't even really notice it, to be honest. If you look on the inside of the tongue, it does have some words that say quality basketball products inspired by the greatest player ever. And then it has the blue square and then like a blue Jumpman in the background, which is pretty cool, you know, little details. So as far as comfort of the shoe, when I bought this shoe and I put it on, I basically had no previous experience wearing Jordan 11s because I've never had Jordan 11 before. I have to say the shoe is kind of stiff. Maybe I haven't broken them in all the way yet, but I don't know. It wasn't uncomfortable at no time during the day because I wore these for an entire day so I can make sure I can judge them the right way. I wore them for an entire day, walked around a lot. No part of it was uncomfortable. My foot never hurt while I was wearing it. It's just a little stiff, feels a little clunky, and I'm pretty spoiled. I wear Ultra Boost a lot. I like to wear really comfortable shoes. I went from basically wearing Ultra Boost for like a week straight and then I hopped into these. So it wasn't like really crazy comfortable at all, but it wasn't uncomfortable, if that makes sense. So if I had to give it a rating out of 10, like a 10 being like an uncaged Ultra Boost or a 3.0 Ultra Boost, and like a 1 being like wood slippers, I would probably put this around like a 7. So it's not crazy comfortable, but it's not uncomfortable. And as far as sizing goes, I went true to size. I'm a true to size 10, or a size 10 in like 90% of the shoes that I have. They fit pretty good. I have a little bit of a wide foot, so I have like a weird fit when it comes to my shoes. 10 fit fine. If I had to, I could probably fit into a 9.5. It wouldn't really be a problem. I would just lace it a little bit looser. In my opinion, you can just go true to size. True to size works perfectly fine. Yeah, but you can go a half size down. You just have to like maybe loosen it a little bit. When it comes to overall quality and craftsmanship of the shoe, I had no problems with the quality. You know, no crazy glue stains, no problems with like the construction of the shoe. When it comes to my overall thoughts of the shoe, I feel like if you're a fan of Jordans and you like Jordan 11s, this is a must cop. Right now, I think they're sold out pretty much everywhere. Resale on these shoes are anywhere from like $250 to like $350, depending on where you buy it, whether it's dead stock or not. You can go on the GOAT app right now and you can find a size 10 pair for about 295 bucks. Yeah, there were a lot of pairs. The day I did wear these, I saw like 2 or 3 other people wearing them. So it's not a limited shoe in any way. It's just the hype that makes them more expensive. So if you can afford to pay like maybe $270, that's probably a good price that I would pay because retail is pretty high on them. There were some restocks. There was a restock in the UK recently, so there might be some restocks or something because it is technically a GR. So overall, Jordan 11 Space Jam 2016 is a great shoe. I'm like super happy that I got them. When I first found out I was gonna be able to get them, I was thinking about selling them, and then once they sold out and I got them in hand, I got to look at them really closely. I was like, man, definitely not gonna sell these. Like, I don't know, I just really like how they look. They look dope in hand, they look dope on feet. Packaging is great, quality is pretty good. The only downsides of the shoe is probably the retail price. I did have to pay $220. I wish they were around $190, but it is what it is. Comfort wise, it's not the best, but it's not uncomfortable. Overall, in my opinion, like I said before, these are a great shoe. If you can afford them, I say you can get them. or if you're patient enough, maybe there'll be some restocks. I don't have any like inside information. Hopefully there is, because there are a lot of people that did strike out, but I know for a fact that a lot of people that wanted them were able to get them. I think Jordan Brand did a really good job with this release. This is probably my second favorite Jordan release of the year. Number one definitely goes to the Bread ones, just because the Jordan ones are my favorite, but this is a really close second. Like, this is a great shoe. That's gonna wrap up the review. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Leave a comment down below what you think of the 2016 Space Jams. Tell me if you took a dub, or tell me if you took an L. Hope you guys liked the video. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video and share the video. Remember, we're Sneak Attack, and we upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a video, and I'll catch you guys next time.